Alright folks, what is up? This is One Big Bug and I'm coming at you with Euro Truck Simulator 2. And in this one, we are showcasing, as maybe you can see over here on the right, the Kenworth T-660. Now, I am having an issue with this mod. Now, I don't know if it's me personally, or if it's something to do with the mod itself. I don't know how it's going to perform yet because I haven't tested it, but the one issue I have, I'm going to show you. In the truck manager here. Take a look here. Yeah, it says NA. I don't have a driver on it right now. This is supposed to be the Scania Streamline. But when I activate the Kenworth T-660 mod, it erases basically the Streamline. You can go to the Scania dealership, you can visit it, look around, the Streamline won't be there. If you try to buy online, the game just crashes. So this could be a bug with the mod, or it could just be something I have. Now, if it's messing with something I have, I don't know what it is. I've turned off every truck mod. I've turned off every mod except for my truck sim map and my trailers, and I still get the same thing. And truck sim map and trailer should not be messing with it. But maybe you'll have better results. Or if you don't care about Scania Streamline, or you're not going to go and buy it at the Scania dealership, at least online, then it's not a problem. But I have a backup save file already. So once I'm done with this, I'm just going to reload that save file without the Kenworth T660 in it. Other than that, there's not a hell of a lot I can do. Now, I need to switch trucks momentarily because we got to go over the Kenworth. First, we're going to upgrade it. Now, I did look at this a little bit. There's only one cab, this cab here, as you can see. And that's a pretty nice cab. Nice interior. Now, there is two chassis. There's a 6x4 and a 6x6. Now, 6x6 means, I assume, that all 6 wheels on the ground, all 6 wheels are actually applying power. There are various engines available. Unfortunately, I am not actually high enough to unlock the last 3 levels, which surprised me. But there is Cummins and Caterpillar, and the strongest engine we have is the Cummins ISX 15, so I am going to put that on order. And this is pricey stuff, as you can see. This is not inexpensive. And then we have various transmissions here. Looking like a 9-speed with a retarder, 10-speed, 13 or 14-speed. Of course, we're going to go with what looks like to be an 18-speed with retarder. There's only the one interior. Basic paint jobs, but I don't know what I can paint it with yet. There are some exterior upgrades. On here, you can choose to have a single mirror out on the left-hand side or right-hand side of the truck, depending. Or you can have double mirror. You can actually change the mirrors on the truck to either be chrome or paint. Up top, you can put the bonfire if you wish, although it looks a little ridiculous. Or you can change, and you can either put a wing on it, which looks, I actually think that looks pretty cool. Or you can go with just the fully raised roof, which, you know, is damn tall right there. But I'm going to actually go with that one. And, of course, you can change the tires. We have America 1s on it. I always kind of like the looks of the R700s. There's Elite Rider, Alloy Vision, Michelin Chrome, Goodyear Chrome, Bridgestone Chrome. I don't know. I actually like Goodyear Chrome. So I'm going to put some Goodyear Chrome tires on the truck. Yeah. There we go. Goodyear Chrome. Now you see, just this alone is $155,160 just to upgrade to this. So this is not an expensive truck. This is a truck you could actually get and level up with. But keep in mind, its price at the dealership is somewhere around $171,000. So I could customize the color. There's black. Actually, the black looks pretty cool, of course. The sun yellow, rose red, night blue, crystal white, shadow gray, and then you can customize your color You know, me, I've always been a fan of, there we go, purple. Alright, so, for the sake of hoping this works, now, I actually did buy another garage. I honestly did. But, I don't know where this... Oh, here. We could try starting in Tunis. I didn't know I had people down there. Huh. Start in Africa? Why not? We'll quick travel. That's going to make me a hell of a lot of money, too. Hopefully there's a good cargo to haul there on a not very long run. Tunis does not have exactly the biggest... I gotta fix the frame rate. One momento, please. And hit the brakes. But we'll see. We are in... Oh, no, we're in Tunis. We're in Hebron. Route length. If we wanted to go nowhere, we could haul the locomotive. That's not a very long run. That could work. That's 550 miles land distance. And then it jumps to 800. Alright. Even though we're going back to the mainland, are we traveling somewhere we've been before? No. So we'll take the we'll take the Caterpillar. Like I said, I actually did buy a new garage, but trying to figure out what was going wrong with my I'm trying to think here. I lost my train of thought. My Streamline, my Scania Streamline. Yeah, I ended up losing it. But let's take a look at the interior real quick. Looks pretty nice. There's the nice gear shift. There's no functioning on the brakes, although you can hear the air brakes. And you can actually look all the way behind you, so you can actually look back into your cab. I don't know what those sticking off the couch are supposed to be. I don't know. Maybe it's me, but it kind of looks a little low-res compared to other trucks that I've gone into. But it's not bad. It's not bad. All right, let's fire it up. Not too bad. Sounds about the same on the outside. Yeah, I'm not hearing much difference. Actually, we should rest. I didn't even notice that we're tired. So that could change our trailer easily enough. Let's make sure our trailer's still there. And of course it's not. Wow. 910's the shortest? Really? Don't suppose I can rest again, huh? Usually you can chain rest a couple times. Yeah, the 900 something was just a little too much. And we're over 1,000 now. Criminy. Let's see if we can rest one more time. Alright, this is the last time we can rest. And it won't let us rest again. So let's hope. 809 miles by land. And it just kind of goes back up to where I'm actually trying to avoid going. Alright. Well, I don't have much of a choice now. I'm going to switch garages. I don't want to, but I don't have much of a choice. At least I'm making money. At least I'm making money. And of course the frame rate like screws up again, but whatever. Right, let's go with the route length with where we are. There's a short one, 362. That may be a little short. Then it jumps to 860. Does that go to... Nah, yeah, that goes to where we haven't been. It's really short. Really, really short. But... I mean, I could drive there to try. No. And I don't know about resting again. So, we'll just take the tractors. We'll just take the tractors, I think. This is good enough. Right, frame rate, one more time. Pain in my ass. I like the startup. I like the original idle sound. I like the reverse sound. I'm also on the wrong side of the road, so we're just gonna go. Boy, that mirror is out there, isn't it? Now my camera mod may be affecting how close I am to the steering wheel. Okay, it handles a little rough. That GPS is in a very inconvenient spot. And figure out this gearing is going to be a pain. Alright, let's grab our tractors. Oh, I'm a dumbass. They're on the other side. I always forget it's down from my mirror on the other side. See, I don't know how something that sounds that deep when you're stopping and idle sounds so different when you're not. Okay. We'll light her up. Grab myself a quick screenshot here. Who knows, we may get more along the way. Why'd I do that? And that. I keep hitting the wrong buttons, damn it. Alright! Let's get going. Now, you know we're not going to make this turn. But fortunately, we have enough room to back up. dog's finding something interesting to bark at. Hooray. I like that you can hear the gear shift. This is going to be a not so interesting corner. That I approached a little too fast. But I should be able to rescue it. Yeah, no problem. I really don't like that GPS where it is, man. It blocks a very crucial area of your vision. This is about 5th gear is a good starting gear for what we have. Now, granted, despite the GPS being in a not-so-great area in terms of looking, blocking a crucial part of where you're looking possibly, I have to give it credit that it's clear enough I could follow it. I could follow it without issue. And the board down below is actually good enough. You can see it under the, as a matter of fact, I'll temporarily remove it here. You can see the green screen right down there. That's actually good enough to follow in terms of gearing, time, and everything you want in terms of a dash display. The drawback is, again, like any American truck, is if you want to know how fast you're going, you need to either be able to convert miles per hour to kilometers, or you will need your GPS like me, because you can't do that otherwise. You're not going to ugh, my dogs. The thing is that they're just barking at somebody going by. Oh, and I'm paying attention to my dogs, and what I do, I completely missed. Well, this video gets to be a little longer than it should be. I'm thinking about my dogs, man, and barking at somebody not supposed to, and I completely missed my off-ramp, huh? Of course I do. Now we gotta look for a way to change back over. Isn't this fun? It's been a while since I made a mistake like this, and I won't lie and say, oh, I've never made that mistake before. No, I've made it before, especially when you're starting new. Alright, guys, I need an off-ramp. I need a barrier to not be in the middle. Something. Alright, here comes a rest stop area. And typically rest stop areas won't have barriers, typically. So we can use that for our turnaround. Hopefully. I said typically they won't. This one is going to be the one that does. Well, this may be a bitch to pull off, but I'm going to do it. It wasn't a bitch to pull off, but certainly not something I would want to do. Now, of course, we're not running with the most powerful engine the truck has available, so it's kind of hard to judge it on its power. Alright, we only got a, what, a 465 in here? It's only 25 more horsepower than my Scania right now. So. But being able to buy up to an 18-speed transmission, again, makes a vast difference in what you can haul. It's a very vast difference in what you can haul. In terms of trailer weight, because you can get much lower gearing, of course. No point in passing this car. Now, in terms of front-end trucks that we've test driven, this one feels a lot smaller. And I definitely feel closer to the road in terms of height. So there is that. It also seems like it maneuvers much better. At least in terms of being able to adjust back and forth. Being a nose truck versus something I usually... its slowdown sound is actually pretty good. So that really didn't take us too far out. Oh, buddy. Yeah, and I got hammered for that. Can you back your ass up, please? I saw it coming too. We knew that was going to happen, man. The sad thing is I won't take my... I'm going to make this... I won't take my traffic mod out because of that. This has been like freak accident kind, man, to have that happen twice. So how bad's the damage? Wow, I didn't take any damage. Just a $400 fine, which, because I'm going to have to reload an older, game, I'm not too concerned about that. We need to be over in the other lane. Alright. Kind of feels like you're flying a lot. For sure. And that may be due to the feeling of being lower to the ground. Oops, wrong button actually. I gotta say, the engine sound could get very repetitive on me, which seems strange considering you're driving a truck. You know, engine sounds, you know, tend to get repetitive. But there's something particular about this one that I don't know. You can kind of hear it. There's this that I'm constantly hearing, and that droning sound could really get to me because I don't play music most times when I'm playing. I'm either doing commentary like you see here, or I'm just driving for fun, or whatever the case may be that I'm driving. So, yeah. But this really shouldn't take us long to accomplish. Looks like we're going to have a lot of excellent cruise speed. I don't know, so far I'm kind of indifferent on it. It looks good, it drives good. An 18-speed transmission is always welcome. I think over 18 speed is getting a little bit too much when you start getting up like 22 speed, 25 speed, and I've seen them in the game. I think that's getting a little bit too much, because you're going to be shifting a hell of a lot often. Especially when you're on like streets and stuff, rather than being able to cruise on the highway like this. So there's that. But an 18-speed transmission to me is always welcome. The fact that you can unlock levels in the motor is really nice. So this is a truck you could buy and use in the game to level up with and still unlock stuff for it, even if it is just the motor. So that's pretty cool. And it does have a limited amount of customization to it. I want to kind of talk about the motor, but I got to be fair. You know, I really need to be fair in the fact that despite my love of trucks, you know, I should go and, you know, I'm going to start doing that. As a matter of fact, when I'm done with this video, instead of ending it right away and giving you my final thoughts, I'm going to go look up the Kenworth T-660 and see if I can't find one that has a similar sound so I can judge it a little better. Or maybe I'll just go look up the Cummins engine that this has and see as well. But the problem behind trying to do that is that people make modifications to exhausts, you know? People make modifications to the exhaust. Now, I'd be interested in what I may do is stop at a garage and put a Caterpillar in here and see how that sounds. Because there were Caterpillar engines. So I think that's an idea when we get to the new garage. As a matter of fact, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull the truck in. We're going to grab a Caterpillar engine. And we'll go drive around with it real quick. Because this is going to be a short video. This really is just going to be a short video. So... what's the weight we're hauling? Yeah, it's only 13 tons. It's got a really nice slowdown sound. The retarder kicking in has a nice deep vibrato to it. To be straight with you, I'm not 100% sure I used that word correctly, but there you go. The mirror, despite being set far out, you can get kind of a happy medium, and you can see okay, and you get used to the You get used to the GPS being there after a little while. I'm already used to it. So the view from the side mirror is actually really, really good. I like the mirrors. Plus you get the front mirrors, which give you even more view as cars pass you. And of course, I always love that. That's always positive. Yeah, I realize my speed's getting up there. Because with an 18-speed transmission, how this is handling, it's kind of what this is made for. Yeah, I know. Yeah, hit the cruise control, shut the lights off. Damn it. Ah, that scared me. Yeah, I need to clean my PC out. It's one of the reasons it hangs a little bit. I know, I'm up to 103. Alright, so that's just the regular horn. There's no air horn. Oops. Hit that button wrong. Oh, we're almost at our destination. About 50 kilometers to go. Looks like we're swapping highways here. Swapping again, and I am not going to get enough speed to get by this guy, so we're just going to slow down and let him come up again, because we need to be in the proper lane in order to make this next swap here. The idle sounds really good. I do like the idle. Alright, almost done. And there's a garage here. Looks like I'm actually going to have to go out past the town, then turn around and come back. Which is becoming a common thing with the deliveries I do. I don't deliver anywhere in the town. I delivered pickup many times outside the town. Yeah, that was close, but we managed to pull it off. Just put the lights on. Fortunately, we're not far outside of town, so that works in our favor. Actually, kind of looks like we're delivering just outside a railway station, doesn't it? Or an airport? Kind of hard to tell, honestly. For me it is. Looks like just an industrial park, really. Industrial park outside the airport. Whoa. This is where I'm supposed to go. Can't tell if anyone's behind me. Probably not, but still. Only the cab's supposed to move like that. That's my physics mod. I don't usually turn it off. So please just ignore that little issue. That's just my physics mod. The cab is not supposed to move like that. Obviously. I should really turn that off when doing front-end trucks, and I do apologize for that. I just like the feel of the cab bouncing, you know? Quit bitching. I'm getting it done. Even if I can't see it very well, because I'm such a long truck. Ah, way too steep. Let's pull that straight. There we go. Delivery done. Nice. Good work. Which means it's damaged 2%. That's okay. Oh, we leveled up. Awesome. That fuel economy. Alright, so let's go hit, actually looks like there's a garage even closer. And it kind of looks like I go in here to get there. Kinda, but not really. Maybe this way? Yeah, it would be this way. think. Or not. Wow, kind of get a garage in the middle of nowhere. How pain in the ass-ish. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I fucked up. Oh, we get enough traction to go backwards. At least we had. Okay, we're good. Just a cab bouncing around like that. Oh, I really... Alright. Any more cab over trucks I do, I'm going to shut my physics mod off. I think that's only fair. I just like the feeling of the truck bouncing. You know, I just... to me, it just feels more realistic. But when you actually see that happen... Right, how are you supposed to get to that? Honestly, there's one more option I can think of, and that's even if you can reach it, but I am going to check. I am going to check. You guys are on an adventure with me now. Because I've kind of seen it before. And yeah, there's actually an entrance right here, and I wasn't paying attention. If I did, I'd have seen the fuel sign. Let's see, here's the fuel station. So the garage should be around here. Yeah, there it is. Alright, good enough. Alright. Service doesn't matter, I'm just going to sell it. So, let's change our engine, shall we? Let's do this Caterpillar. And then see if there's any difference. Sadly, there's not. Sounds the same. That's a shame, really. Yeah, I'm looking for the rest stop now. Just whatever. Alright. So, my thoughts on the Kenworth T-660. Well, it's a modernized truck, so in most cases it actually won't be like older trucks with a throaty sound. And I'm not overtly familiar with how they sound, to be honest. Most of the trucks around where I live are actually still older trucks. Hawaii's not known for getting the most updated trucks. From other trucks that I hear, the more updated trucks are the utility trucks, like the electric company. I gotta say that it does sound pretty close to similar. Now, I'm not a big fan of it personally, but that's my own personal feelings, and I can't let those cloud my judgment and rate the truck, rate it against the truck. The slowdown sounds nice. The idle sounds really good. The outside of the truck looks really, really nice. It's really well done. It's pretty damn spot on with the T-660. And the customizations that you can do to it is nice. Again, limited customization, but the fact that you can customize it even a little bit just helps make you feel that your own personal touch on it. That you could put the tall roof on it or the wing. That you can actually change the mirrors to be chrome. That you can put front mirrors on it, or a single front mirror, or no front mirrors. Most trucks you can change the tires, but even just changing the tires, everything like that, those few little things that you can do, always help in terms of a modded in truck, because you can put your own little stamp on it. Even if like 100 other people have the same kind of stamp, it still helps that you're not just getting a truck and just driving it like that because you don't have a choice. But other than that, you know, I'm going to be straight. I can't find a fault in the truck. You know, like I said, I may not be a personal fan of how the engine sounds, but I can't find a fault in the truck. And I cannot be sure that the issue I'm having with this messing with the Scania Streamline is an issue with this mod or something that's going on with me. So I can't judge on that. That's going to have to be, if you take the mod and install it and you have the same issue, then, you know, at least you'll have known that it was a possibility that would happen because you watched this video. So all in all, you know, I really got to rate this truck probably a solid 9 to a high 9. I really do. Because I find no fault with it. It runs fine. It drives fine. It looks good. The only reason I don't rate it a 10 is that there is one drawback I kind of see to the truck. And this is the only reason I don't rate it a 10. Is because the interior, to me, when you look around, I don't know, it just looks and feels a little more low res than the other trucks. And I kind of sat there and looked at it for a little bit of extra time, and it just still felt that way. You know, it felt like it wasn't as detailed as the other trucks in the interior. It just felt a little more low res to me. Now, whether that's true or not, you're gonna have to judge that for yourself. But otherwise, I find it to be a really solid, truck, really solid mod. It was pretty fun to drive. I got to admit that I wouldn't make it one of my regular trucks, just out of personal feelings, just out of how I personally feel about it. But if you're looking for a more updated truck, if you're looking for something a little more streamlined, a little easier to drive, maybe give you a little better front vision, and something that, you know, you can look forward to unlocking things on, even if it is just the engine, then I would definitely suggest giving the Kenworth T-660 a go. I really would. It's a really good mod. And before I continue repeating myself anymore, I'm going to end this episode. That's, of course, going to be me done for this. Like I said, if you've enjoyed watching this, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below. That would be amazingly awesome. But until next time, this is going to be One Big Bugger signing out. I'll see you folks on the road.